Just like Jack said, shave from halfway line, easy 3 points. Hello and welcome to the Matchday Vlogs YouTube channel. As always, please remember to smash that like button and hit subscribe because it really does make a difference to the channel. We're here this evening to talk about Man City at home. As always, let us know in the chat section where you are watching the show from. It's always fun to find out where our viewers are watching from. We're also going to have a look back at the game at the Molineux at the weekend, and I thought it'd be fun, just a little bit of fun, to read some of the comments because for a team that won, some of their fans are a little bit salty, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
They'd
never seen cameras before, so they were like, "What is this?" in our ground.
Kind of amusing to see. But yeah, let's have a quick look back at that Wolves. It ended 3-1. But like we said in our post-match analysis, it was one of those games where it possibly could have ended 2-2 or 2-0.
Yeah.
Or it was one of those absolutely mad, frantic games. And I think 3-1 does flatter Wolves. Because if you look at the stats of that game, it was heavily in favour of Southampton, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know what? Looking back at it, it was a decent performance from us. I don't think there's too much to be upset about, apart from it was more praise to Wolves for that how solid their backline was. We just couldn't get through them, and I think it was maybe a game where maybe Adam Armstrong over Brozier, where we could have had that pace because it ended up, having to knock the ball through. So I'm probably looking back at it, I think it was more. The only critique I really had was those substitutions quicker.
Yeah,
make the change. I would have taken Brozier off for Shea or Adam Armstrong for a bit quicker, just because I just thought he was being held up a lot and being a bit of a target man. Where you bring those two on to cause a nuisance to the back line.
Yeah,
I think by the time Adam Armstrong came on at the end of the game, I thought the attacking lot looked a bit sharper. Our sharpest attacking parts of the game were the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
true.
It just. But here's the thing, mate. You go all that way, and it's it was long, but you see that free kick, and it's okay.
What a free kick that was! Oh my goodness! Before we have a chat about that, I just want to talk about some of the stats. The game ended with 57% overall possession to Southampton. Obviously 43% to Wolves. I'm not sure if you need me to say that. We're all pretty good at maths around here. Total shots. We had 13 shots. With 10 on target.
Yeah.
That's mad. There are clubs in this league that actually, who are spoken of as a top 6 club, that finish games without a single shot on target, and we had 10 shots on target in that game. That's absolutely mad. We had 10 corners, I think 9 of which came within the first 5 minutes. If I remember correctly.
It was unrelenting, wasn't it? Unrelenting, the amount of corners.
And we had 1 offside, so they're 2 offsides, and we had 3 yellow cards.
It got a bit spicy. Yeah. It was. I mean, they just managed to stop it. It goes to show just how good the Wolves keeper is. Sarr's been another great signing. After Rui Patricio went, I kind of thought, this Wolves position is going to be a bit slick because he was great. He's come in. He's been absolutely wicked. It's like they've just bought the same player again, but just an upgraded version of it. Which, and when you say that, like 10 shots on target, there was some insane saves that he made.
Yeah,
but then he was beaten his near side from 35 yards out from an absolute ball. How good that free kick was.
Well, yeah, it was absolutely nuts.
All roles go back to that. That's all the only. It's because it was, it was such a hard day because it could have gone either way. I think maybe bringing on Walker Peters sooner may have been a better idea.
Yeah.
I just think maybe switching back to. I think at a certain point it did feel like there was one too many centre backs on the pitch. Maybe we could have switched to Walker Peters at the back there, slightly more attacking.
I mean, I still honestly think it worked quite well. I mean, I'm showing pictures of Ward-Prowse here and talking about centre backs, but that let's chat about the free kick because it was an absolute worldie, and probably his best ever. And there was a lot of chat actually about how we didn't really celebrate, and I think it was because we were all in shock. And we were still 2-0 down. So, we were 2-1 down when the goal went in, obviously. But it was a bizarre thing because Prowse literally turned around and ran back to the penalty and ran back to the...
Exactly. We were all sort of in the same mindset of Prowse of like...
All right, let's get on with it. Yeah.
But it
What's
was
next?
it was so strange. It was like we were deflated because it was 2-0 down. Nothing was looking good for us. Really, like especially at that point of the game, you just had Prowse take another free kick on the other side, which he took a shot from.
Yeah.
Which having the second one go in makes that one look a little bit better.
Yeah. True.
But and we just had that. So we were like, oh, look how far out it is. Like even for Prowse, this is going to be quite an insane one.
Yeah.
Keeper's on tear today. We're not scoring. Nothing's going. It was really one of those days where it's just like it's not going to work for us. Like so many shots on target not going in.
Yeah.
We hit the crossbar. Everything was happening.
Like the only way.
And then he just goes and scores the best free kick you're ever going to see in your life. Like
yeah.
It's yeah.
Well, I think I perhaps said to you before it went there, there's no way he's going to shoot from here. And then he walked up like he was going to shoot from there. And I just remember where we were positioned. Literally, I looked this way and I watched the ball. And it was like, I've never seen a ball travel for a free kick that far before, right in front of me. It's just like,
that's the thing.
There's no way that's going in. And then it's in.
It wasn't even a thing of like, it happened so fast that I missed it. It was, no, I watched it and it was so long.
It was in the air for ages.
It took so long. It was like waiting to the end of a Quentin Tarantino movie. I was like, that was amazing, but I don't know what to do now. Like, that was just violent. That was just.
But it did whip, didn't it? It kind of looked like it was going one way. And
when you look at it and from one angle, it's like at first I was like, oh, I'll be ashamed of it. I thought it took a deflection off a defender. I was like, oh no, but no. It turns out he's just knuckleballed that so hard that it's just gone swamp, and and apparently he was practicing those a week. Apparently he was like
having a laugh.
This is something I'm going to bring out soon.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's going to score from a corner this season. It's going to happen.
Just a quick one also on the penalty. What are your thoughts on that? When you look back on the replay, did you think it was a penalty?
Looking back at it, I still think it's a very harsh penalty.
Okay.
Like, okay. When I see it back, it's like, okay, you see those given, but I think he's won the ball there, and then it's the follow through. But if we're talking about the follow throughs being penalties, okay, fair play. Mm-hmm. But then you've got to give the one at the other end for Ori.
Yeah. Well, that is my exact point. Let us know in the chat section, by the way. Was it a penalty? Let us know your thoughts. It probably was. But the thing is, you're talking about two stages there. I mean, ultimately, Benrix won the ball. And then suddenly it's the second part of that where if you slow it down, yeah, it looks like he's clattering into someone. But effectively, in my mind, that player didn't have the ball, but it's still by lateral law a foul. So yes, it was. But my big issue is the fact that if the referee had let that go, no one would be talking about it now. No one would be talking about it. But it's the fact that VAR insisted in getting involved, and then for R1, that Oriol, basically kicked him in the back of the leg. And had Oriol gone down, I'm telling you now, they would have had a look at that. But it's the fact that Oriol just got on with it. He was like, whatever. You've just been kicked in the back of the leg, Oriol. Go down.
There's this thing about Southampton right now where we don't really crowd players like a lot of the other teams do, and I like that personally.
Yeah,
I like that. I love seeing that. Stevens going at Fernandez for doing it, and it's good. But there are times you're like, oh, this doesn't help us sometimes, especially when you've got Ward-Prowse, especially when you've got the best set piece taker in the world right now. I'm going to say it. He's the best set piece taker in the world right now. He's incredible.
Yeah,
and you got to be looking for those sometimes. So, funnily enough, that's the only place we really miss Gineppo. Who's also suspended, I do believe, for the next Mali game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. He's got to go.
Actually, he's because I saw the team sheets out tonight, and I was thinking, where's Gineppo? I guess he must have been suspended. There we go. I'm just reading some of these comments here. He scuffed the ground too much, which made it worse. Probably a pen, but not clear and obvious. And I think it was a penalty, but it's just the fact that VAR insisted on getting involved, and was it enough for them to get involved? And it took. They say 2.5 minutes, but it felt like 5 minutes from where we were. But there we go. Pen was a 50-50 decision. Yep. Tom doesn't actually think the Romeo one was up. I can sort of see that, but it's just the way players crowd around the referee and get what they want. But ho hum.
But they went down a lot as well. The Wolves players, they went down an awful lot.
Yeah,
it's this weird combination that Wolves have of very strong defenders. They can really hold the line up, but very weak attackers that go down a lot.
yeah.
But that's in the midfield, and then suddenly they get quite strong again up top because then you've got Jimenez, who's the bully. He work off a player, so it's just a really weird thing. It's like hard. It's just a soft middle. It's a soft centre that just flop about. It's
Yeah, well, maybe they're told to do that. Who knows? Right, I'm gonna have a look through. I'm gonna read some of the comments that we got on the video because there was a lot.
Yeah.
There was some good ones actually. I'm gonna give credit to some Wolves fans with some good comments in there. Let me. Here we go. Some of these are fruity, so I've got to be careful. And
go for it.
Yeah. And by the way, if anyone out there, if they're really, because we do get the occasional troll, don't we, Jack? Sticking a comment in there, and at some using, not good stuff. But there we go.
I mean, I personally enjoy it for the split second. I see it, then we delete it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I have to delete some which use racist, homophobic, abusive language. It's not tolerated, and it's it'll get deleted.
Yeah, go straight away.
Simple as. Right. Here we go. This one's from Chris O'Hara. As a Wolves fan, just want to say, great vlog from that bloke. Really well done. Pity his ginger mate thought it was okay to give us Wolves fans a V sign.
Here's the thing, right? And here's the thing. Here's the thing. When he put that, I was like, that's funny if that's on camera. And I checked the whole video. I was like, oh, nowhere in this video do I do it. I did it, but nowhere in this video do I do it. So unless he saw me, to be fair, I'm pretty distinctive. I'm pretty big. I'm very red in real life. So,
that's brilliant.
Here's the thing. It wasn't just the fans. I did it to the mascot too. So don't worry about it.
The mascot was with us quite a lot, wasn't he?
That's why he got it.
I thought it was going to be easy to find some of these comments, but it's just done something weird with that. Well, no, don't do that.
And I think there's something truly British about doing the V's at a football match. I apologise. It's not quite as violent, is it? The V's at a football match is like old school. Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to read this one because it got a lot of interaction from our fan base as well. From Rob Turner, from a Wolves fan, I've seen a lot of away fan vlogs say their team has looked flat against us this season. Maybe I'm biased, but I think this is a lot to do with how well organised Bruno has us drilled at the moment. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But a great game of football to watch yesterday with two exciting teams. I thought Romeo looked great for you guys, and what a goal from James Ward-Prowse. Good luck for the rest of the season. So I thought that was a great comment. And I think,
it's the truth.
It's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, there was another one here from Sutton. I thought you lot played well yesterday. We are so tight as a unit that everyone we play of late struggles against us. Great vlog, lads, and all the best for the rest of the season. See, some nice opposing fans. You've just won a game. You can say something nice on the opposing fan channel.
But the thing is, they're not wrong. Like it was, we as much as biased as we always are. What you have to do with this channel is read between the bias lines. When we say, Ward-Prowse scored a 35-yard screamer after it because it was the only way to score, it means you've done so well. That's the only way we're going to put something past you.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to phrase it as, "Oh yeah, you're that good. Well, look what he just did to you." But in reality, it is the other way around.
There we go. As a Wolves fan, I've said it's one of the best matchday vlogs I've seen. Well done, lads. 3-1 flattered us a little. Could have been anything in that second half. Yeah. Very true. Very true.
I did also see apparently we were sat in the prawn sandwich brigade area of the ground.
Yeah.
I was told that many a time.
I think also I was very impressed with the amount of safe standing area they had, and I'm really hoping that St Mary's takes suit because where we sit in the stadium, if you stand up, you get told off, don't you?
Yeah. That's the thing that doesn't get a lot of. We get a lot of comments saying, "Why are you singing and sitting down?"
Yeah,
we get it. If I could stand up all that game, I would.
I had someone tell me that they were stood in the northern section, and this blows my mind because I literally cannot believe this. They stood in the northern section when the song was "Stand Up If You Love the Saints," and he got booted out.
Wow. See?
Unreal.
It's not us. It's not us.
Unreal.
We wanna, but we can't.
Anyway.
And you have no idea how bad I feel, because there are times in the game, especially like the last 20 minutes, you usually see me gripping the post, is I want to be stood up. And I go to a lot, and I turn around and it's like, it's so unfair for me to be doing this to everyone. So
yeah,
that's why we do it. And that's why Mike almost jumps over the goddamn railing when we score, because he's got that low crouch perching up. If he was stood up the entire time,
it'd probably be a lot safer. A lot safer.
And we would have to bring a tripod, so it'd be annoying.
I don't know how I do it. I wouldn't care, really. We'd figure out a way. We'd make it work. We would. Anyway, should we talk about Man City? It's almost like we're scared to move on. I am a little bit.
It's because I know what we've got to talk about. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about it. We're going to go there. We go there. So we are back at St Mary's in front of the Sky Sports cameras against Manchester City with a 5:30 kickoff. With the Manchester City side who have won all their games since as far as anyone can remember, and who are looking pretty fantastic, really. Very well organised side, with lots of very, very talented footballers.
Yeah.
And Jack Grealish. So we will be up against... That's going to come out to haunt me, innit? That one.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, why'd you do that? What'd you do it for?
That's how I did that.
He won't play him.
Yeah. He wouldn't dare play him. But reading a lot of previews, a lot of pundits are already writing this off and like thinking, Man City have been winning. They have to lose or draw a game soon, but I don't see this being one of them. And I can't help but think there was a game back at the Etihad where we played them where it ended in a draw.
Yep.
So
that's the thing. That's the thing you got to hold on to. That's what you got to hold on to, is that 0-0 draw.
Right.
Because we're going to lose on Saturday.
What?
Just that's what's going to happen. Everybody loses to Man City in the Premier League right now.
Who are you, and what have you done with Jack?
But listen. We're going to lose, but I also thought we were going to lose when we got the draw.
Yeah,
and I also thought we were going to lose when Shea scored from the halfway line, and it was an easy 3 points.
Yeah, even though you said 1-0 Shea Adams.
So here's the thing, guys. So even though we are going to lose, just got to believe, don't you? You just got to believe, Mike. It's going to be fine.
It is mad to think, but I remember watching the game at St Mary's last season where we lost 1-0.
Yep.
And being just amazed to see a Kevin De Bruyne take the ball to the corner flag to draw out time to hold on to the league. And I thought, that's amazing.
Yeah.
To actually experience that. Just think, a Kevin De Bruyne thinks like, I've got to be careful here, and I've got to hold out for a 1-0 win against Southampton. It's just like, oh, well, thank you, sir. I felt quite flattered by that. Yep. So, I'm not saying that I won't be upset by losing 1-0, but let's face it, they've got the talent to do crazy things.
That's the thing. They can do whatever they want. With City, it's anything can happen. It's the same when you play Liverpool, it's the worst is going to happen probably.
Yeah.
So just take it how it comes. But I kind of look at the form we're in, and I do think, before going into the last game, I thought we were going to do on a little bit more of a run than we were. I thought we might come into this game with a bit, at least a point from Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think the team's playing really well. And right now we're hitting the stride and some peak, and we're not coming at them. The last game wasn't a disaster. The last game we played really well. We were just held off, and what happens.
Yeah.
So I feel quite good coming to this game. It's more about the lineup. I don't know which way to go with it. Like,
should we go on to the lineup?
Yeah, let's go into the lineup, because I think that's the thing that's going to happen. Oh my god, if Liverpool just scored.
I think they're. Oh, he's onside. Is
he onside?
He's onside.
Liverpool. What minute are you on?
Oh, minute 70. Here we go. 78 exactly.
Oh, okay. I'm on 77, so who knows what I'm about to get.
Yeah, he's onside. It's a goal. Diego Jota. Should have stayed at Wolves. Right, predicted 11. Look at that, interrupting our
See.
stream. Yeah, let's take a look. So I have put this into a standard kind of formation, but I kind of get the impression that it might end up being the same lineup again, or the same formation again. Are you thinking that?
No. What did we play last time? What did we play in the 0-0 draw? Do you remember?
No.
I think it was just the standard 4-2-2-2. So I think Ralph is a man of like, right, this works, and this is what works. So probably stick with that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we revert back to tradition at 4-2-2-2. Okay. Especially now that Walker Peters is back and he can play.
Yeah.
St. Mary. Yeah, I just feel like maybe revert to what we've been saying, but yeah, it's just I quite like the three at the back. I think defensively it's quite good, but then they did concede 3 in the last game. But that's the first thing you throw in there. He's going in.
Yeah, I mean, he was at fault for the second goal.
Yeah, but
he shouldn't have come out.
He shouldn't have come out. He shouldn't have come out. But I can tell you now that if McCarthy was in goal the last few games, we wouldn't have gotten the points that we got.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we would have against Brentford.
I don't think so.
Ask for the distribution.
It wouldn't have been. Put it this way: it wouldn't have been 4-1.
Yeah. Okay. 4-3.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so with that in mind, you're going with, I'm guessing, Perot.
Yeah.
And
who's can we just say about him? Like, what a great past 2 months he's had.
Yeah. He's game time.
Pretty much. When did he start against Crystal Palace? He didn't start against Crystal Palace, did he?
No, I think Tino was in that game.
Yeah, Tino.
He might have been there. Actually.
I think he might have been.
I can't remember.
I think he might have been in that game, but he's just had a really good few months for a player that I think we all sort of thought a couple of months ago that, what's he got to give to this team? He can't. He's the only left back. He can't get in at left back. But now you're like, this is probably a bit more of a decision for Ralph now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I do think there's that difference between do you want your fullbacks attacking or do you want them more defensive? He is the slightly more defensive, although he's been running forward a lot recently.
Yeah, he's had a shot as well, and he headed against the crossbar,
and the header against Brentford.
Yeah,
from that Redmond absolute fizz of a cross.
Do you know what? Tino's injury? I mean, it's never great to have a player injured, but with all the clubs sniffing around Rome, Peru, kind of came at a bit of a good time, January, to do that. I mean, we have massively missed Tino. Of course, he's still out. Is this still down to his knee?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's still just getting it back. I think the last thing I heard, there was still no fluid in it, but it's just getting it back to fitness. They don't want to rush it. It's a muscle injury. The worst thing they could do is rush him back.
Yeah.
And make him out.
My worry is that they're sort of delaying inevitable surgery, and that will basically mean see you next season.
Yeah, right. But let's not think like that.
Yeah, let's not. Let's keep it light, mate. Come on.
But like, what I will say is that if knock on wood that Tino's fine, but there is also Kyle Walker-Peters. There is Jan Valery.
Yeah,
I know that people are there about Valery, but he was really good the few games before.
Valery's a centre back.
Exactly, and then there's Teller playing that position as well. In the free, there's now options there. So it's not, if he goes, it's not the worst thing in the world. However, it is because Tino's amazing.
Yeah,
Tino's amazing. But it's nice that we're in a position where if a player goes out, we've got things to do.
Yeah.
We've still got Sierra Small to come through as well, so that's another left back option as well. So
it's very true. Very true
stuff.
So where are you going in a centre backs? I mean, this is always a lineup that we think Ralph is going to do.
I think it's got to be Salasu and Bednarak.
Okay.
I think Bednarak's been really, really good the past few weeks.
Not the Cornish Maldini.
No, yeah. And I don't know what. I feel bad for Jack Stevens. I feel bad for Lianco. I feel bad for all the centre backs because they're all having really good seasons.
Yeah, I mean Lianco for one. I think on the ball technique has improved,
There's still a bit of rashness in him.
Yeah, but you cannot question his commitment
No.
and his
No.
passion, and he is just like 900% Southampton, and it's just wonderful to see him play the way he does. And he does look generally more comfortable on the ball. So it's I mean, Zalasu, it's got to be.
Yeah.
But whether that turns out to be Yanko, Bednarak, or Stevens, I'd be alright with all of them.
Yeah,
even Stevens. Stevens with a decent right back beside him works well.
Exactly. So. And he's a real leader with it. And then obviously I think it's easy in the middle as well. Isn't it? You're going to put in our man and our man.
Yeah. Ward-Prowse, really?
Yeah.
Even after recent performances, that surprised me. I'd drop him.
How do you feel about Romeo? He's got 18 months left of his contract. I think Tom Leach had a little chat with him today. There's no one's chatting about renewal, but he's blooming loving his life. He said it's the happiest he's been. I love Ori, man.
I think it'd be an easy contract. I don't think he's on crazy wages. I imagine it depends whether or not the club, can see financial benefit and sticking, because the worst thing that happens is when they offer him a year extension, and it just like all gets a bit difficult from there, really.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
that's also here's the thing though. The other person you're missing out from this is Diallo, and I think it'd be good to rest him.
He struggled against Wolves, but I think it was the fact that it was
too congested in that midfield.
Yeah,
with him there,
difficult to break down. But both him and Redmond struggled because they were in areas where they needed to be creative.
Yeah,
and they were having to take risks, and look. Everyone's complaining about them losing the ball. We had 10 shots on target.
Yeah.
We created 10 opportunities where we had a ball shot on target. It's just like, what more do you want?
Yeah.
5 of those to go in. I know, I get it. But when you look at that sort of chances created, and, Redmond could have easily had a couple of assists in that last game. So, there we go. Because Salasu hit the post? Hit the crossbar? Peru hit the crossbar?
Yeah, Peru did, yeah.
So, who are we looking at front or in the wings? Got to do the wings.
Let's do the wings.
Elyounoussi back fit. Theo's back fit.
I think Stu Armstrong's back. Teller's okay. Redmond's okay.
We are spoilt.
Who do you want?
Well, I'm going to stick Brozier in.
But hold on now. Because what if he starts Adams and Armstrong?
He's got it wrong.
I know, but there's something in me that thinks he's going to do that.
You reckon?
I think so. Although saying that, we all want to see Brozier and Adams get a proper game together where they get to do something. So, that's probably more likely. But that's probably what's going to happen. But there's just something about it for me that thinks he's going to start.
Yeah.
Adam Armstrong.
I'm going to jump in. I think Redmond's doing too much right to get left out of this side.
Yep.
And I would put Moy in here.
Would you not swap them around the other way?
Either.
Well, they float anyway, don't they?
They do generally float, but I can see both of these guys switching sides.
I just think Moy's been great. That's the thing. You look at it as like there's goals in Moy, there's goals in Brozier, there's goals in Adams. There's assists in Redmond, but there should be goals as well. Goals in Ward-Prowse.
Goals are coming.
Romero's got something in him. Bednarak's on 3 for this season now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Vestergaard was 3 in his career here. No,
wow.
3, 4.
Yeah,
just saying. Unlucky Leicester. It sucks, doesn't it?
I still don't understand the move. Anyway, so is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Let's go over to the chat section and see if everyone's agreeing with us or just screaming, going, "No, what are you doing?" Let's see. Any thoughts on this? Oh yeah, Romeo versus Rodri. I thought there was a bit of a Spanish-Portuguese thing going on Saturday. There was.
Did you feel it? Did you feel that energy?
There was heat. There was heat on that pitch.
Do you know what really, really confused me? Right, when we were walking around the stadium, I very much struggled with the Black Country accent, and then some people walked past, and I realized, oh, they were Portuguese. And then some more people walked past, and I was like, I don't know what that was. That could have been either. And then my ear had gone when we were talking to that steward at Wolves.
Yeah,
I didn't have a clue what he was saying, and I'm pretty sure he didn't know what I was saying either.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good, and weirdly
Never
they
got
had
an answer. Yeah, never got an answer about the toasters at the Molineux.
At Molineux on one of the banners, something to do with gold or something.
It said,
like
it was an acronym that said Old Gold, and either side of it they had there were toasters, like a clip art of toasters.
What's that about?
What's that?
What is that? And he said, to be honest, I don't know. They've been here for years. I was like,
yeah.
You never thought to ask. You never did. Just me. Let's see. Charlie Page got a comment in here. Feel bad for Diallo. He's prem quality, but he's just too outstanding. Centre mids ahead of him. Yeah.
But that's the thing you want, though. You want all your team to be Premier League quality. So when they come on the pitch, you're not dropping, and it's, and then the nice thing is there is rotation on our squad because we are now playing different tactics with different things. So it's not like he's not getting games.
Yeah.
He's getting a lot of games for what really is now. That he is the third choice centre mid. That's what he knows he is. And look how much he's had loads of game time.
Yeah, it's true. Will has a comment here. I read the other day Villa may let Target go, one of our own, so I welcome him back. Should never let him go. Interesting one.
No thanks. Bigger and better things.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's had his moments for Villa, but it's not really worked out. Tell you who else is not really working out there. Don't need to say his name, do I?
Yeah. Yes.
They're going to buy Firmino, and he's going to be left even more on the bench.
He's playing so well. They've had to buy Coutinho and Suarez.
Yeah. Oh, I've also had a player sent off. The most red card till we were on the tally list.
Yeah.
Second, get in. Yeah, it's nothing to be proud of.
Who's that got sent off? Oh, what's his name? Thomas Work Event. Come on! What a joke he just made!
Oh, that landed well. So anyway, to cap that off, that is the team that we think will be. There's another yellow card. Flipping out, what's going on? Goodness me. This is the team that we think will be starting on Saturday evening against Man City. Right. Should we move on to the most audacious part of our show? Score predictions. Is it my turn or your turn to go first?
I've got a feeling we're going to say the same score, so let's...
I got a feeling we're going to say the same score as well. So shall I just go first?
Yeah, go for it.
1-0 Southampton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we
that is the shortest deliberation that we've done.
Yeah, sorry guys, be best long that out so they can put some sort of score predictions in the comment section. Actually, I think it's going to be 4-1 Southampton. Talk me down.
Come at me. Yeah. So yeah, me and Jack are both going for a 1-0 win. Let us know in the chat section right now what you think the score is going to be on Saturday night. We'll go through those shortly after we've decided who's going to score the absolute belter from the halfway line. I mean, who's it going to be this time?
Ward-Prowse free kick, one that he takes short. It doesn't even step back from me. Just.
Oh yeah, you're going to Ward-Prowse?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm going to go Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse again.
Okay. I'm going to go for a Brozier goal.
Actually, I'm going to go Shea Adams.
Ooh.
I'm going to go Shea Adams. I've got confidence of a little repeat. A little bit of so it sort of becomes a bit of a thing for him. Oh, he's done it twice now. He's beaten City with a goal.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going for a Shea Adams goal in any particular minute?
You know what? I'm trying to think when would I like it, but there's nowhere if it's in a game. I'd have to the only way. There's no point where I would like it. Do you know what I mean? It's like early. I have to sit for the whole match.
Yeah.
There's no really a point where I'm like that's fine. I'll be able we wouldn't even and if it's at 89, it's like how much stoppage time is there, and I can't handle hanging on that long.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I don't really 1-0. Just when it comes, just give it to me.
You're just
That's
happy.
more about. I'm not. During a 1-0 match, I'm never excited that we're winning. But when the full-time whistle goes, oh my god.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely mad. Should that come off? There we go. Right, and I reckon Armando Broja in the. I don't really care what minute. I just really would love to see us win this 1-0.
Give us the win.
34th minute. Specific.
35th.
Oh, look at that. So 34th and 35th minute. Fantastic. Right, let's go through some of these predictions here. Saints FC vlogs. If being realistic, we're not that realistic on this channel, for completely honest.
Wrong channel, bro. Wrong channel, bro.
City are going to destroy us. This will be a 5-0 loss. Oh, I wouldn't like to see that. That would be. Tom enjoyed your joke, by the way. Thomas Worker,
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
It was good. It was good. We rarely get political on the show.
Said it would.
Yeah. Tom's to go for a 2-0 City. Snell says Ings can swivel. Isaac's going for a 9-0 Saints. Cool. Charlie Page going for a 3-2 Man City. Adrian's going for a 2-0 Saints. Josh going for a 2-0 Saints there, and beating run has to end at some point. It really does have to end at some point. Chloe's going for a 2-1 Man City with an apology. That's fine. James going for a 1-0 Southampton. Erratic Bot is going for a 5-4 Saints. I'm always conscious when I read these out that I'm going to read off someone's name, and it's going to be one of those things.
Oh, you've already done that 9 times tonight. I've just not pointed it out.
Oh, really? Okay. Visnow's going for a 2-1 City. Again, with an apology. We appreciate that. I think Jack would be more offended by this one. Lord O'Ben's going for a 0-0.
Get out.
There we go. I take Broja over Ings with his class needs all day long. Yeah, absolutely. Jeremy 397 1-0 Saints. Shane Long. If Shane Long scores, we're on the pitch. Yeah, absolutely. Lord is going for a 0-0 and we have a disallowed goal. Normal. Alex going for 1-0 Saints.
You know what? You were right, and then you took the goal off, and then you became wrong again. So.
And Josh is going for his 2-0. It's going for Broja and Adam Armstrong off the bench. I think Pep knows we're a decent and won't take us lightly, so I think City will win 2-0 if that makes sense. I think he takes us seriously because we've frustrated them on countless of times. There we go. And James putting his goal time in there as well. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. And a very generous super chat. Thank you, Isaac. Appreciate that. Thank you for making me smile.
Love you, big man.
Both legends. It's difficult currently, but you always make it. Oh, bless you, mate.
Love that.
Really appreciate that.
Love to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff. Thanks so much. Oh, taken aback by that.
Do you know what? It's going to spend most of the day people telling me I make things worse. So really to see that really makes me happy. So thanks for that.
Absolutely. And, it's always fantastic to connect with Saints fans in the community. So, it's why we do it. It's why we do it. Thank you so much. Zandis going for a 1-0. There we go.
Love it. People are smart out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So goals from Diaz, Kevin De Bruyne for 2, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva.
Apart from that, get out. Go away. No thanks.
Oh, Freddie, go easy, mate.
Why are you saying stuff like that to us?
Oh, dear me. Right, so there we go. That is our score predictions.
Yeah.
Have you got any, just to finish off the show tonight, have you got any transfer talk at all? Have you heard anything?
Do I look like Harry Redknapp in a Range Rover? It's just the big talk is the lad from Fulham. What's his name? I should have this to knowledge because I should have it to knowledge.
That lad from Fulham.
There's a lad from Fulham.
Okay.
And for the life of me, mate, I can't remember a young lad from Fulham's name. But he's good. Hold on. Let me get up the man. Fabio Cavello is the chap. 19 years old.
Linked with him again.
Linked with him again, but it's been a few times now, and there's a few. I've seen this name pop up loads and loads and loads. So you think it's a transfer I keep my eye more on, but I haven't.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of names I always say, but it's starting to. I'm starting to see a lot more from it. What we got for 20? So he says 16 appearances so far this season, 7 goals, 2 assists. That's some decent running for a tough championship right now, and with a Fulham team, we're just going to do the swapsy with Norwich anyway. So it could be another little Tino there. Could be another one. It's a very the comment I see the most about it is this would be a very Southampton signing, but in a nice positive sense.
Right.
So
I think we're an attractive option to go to for a player in that stage of his career. Do you know what I mean? If you're looking at any of the Premier League sides and thinking like I'm young, I want to break into first team football, Premier League level, I want to be developed as a player, I want a manager to get the most out of me, you can't help but look at a club like Southampton and go, yes, good shout that, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's a good move.
Yeah, and especially the way things are going right now. When you see Tino, you see Teller, you see Brozier, you Adam Armstrong and Shea Adams. So it's a very young squad. It's a very young squad that we've got. And I think coming into it, people see the new owner. There's something kind of happening there, and things can start to level off and start to work like they are. Southampton are somewhat. It's not a rocket, but Southampton are currently, I would say, on an upwards trajectory.
Yeah. Well, you look at our stats; they're decent. I mean, the mad thing about this, we're going into a home game, and we've only lost 1 game at St Mary's this season.
Yeah.
Can I just say that again? We're in January the 20th, and we've only lost 1 game at home. One more time. It's January. It is January 20th. Isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It is January the 20th, and we've lost 1 game. 1 game at St Mary's this season.
Yep. Here's the thing. There have been some frustrating car journeys home, but there's not really been a sad one.
No. I mean, we've had a lot of draws this season.
I mean, thank God I wasn't at the Brighton game.
Yeah.
But apart from that.
Yeah. But, we're difficult to beat. Did I just say that? At home? I mean, we haven't had the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, or Man City at this stage to come to St Mary's, but we even still. So I just think in terms of when you look at the table and you look at the amount of games that certain clubs have lost, and we haven't won as many as I'd hoped we would have, but it's the fact that a lot of those have unfortunately become draws. I look at the Brighton result. I look at the Leicester game.
Yeah.
I think the goals we conceded in that, there was plenty of opportunities. So you look at the way things are lining up and you think this is actually a pretty decent season. Had you flipped those into wins, we'd be saying this is one of the best seasons we've seen under Ralph.
Yeah. Well, the first time we've seen 4 at St Mary's since 2017.
Yeah.
There are big upsides so far, and we've not been pummeled, punished. There's not a game where you're like, that was truly the worst thing ever. It's been we're trucking along this season, and now we're in a position where we are bolstering the squad and making it even tougher. It's not that we're filling a gap that needs to be filled. It's now we're just making a team stronger and stronger. We finally got foundations, and we've just got to be aware that we don't smash those foundations down. Because there's been none of them, and just kick it on where we are. I guess the other big name that we talk about is in the comment section a lot is Dean Henderson. So all of our keepers, our contracts are up in the summer. All of them.
Yep.
So they could all go. That means I think either Dean or Sam Paintstone from John Stone from West Brom. It's going to be one of those two. It's going to be one of those two. I personally think Dean Henderson.
Okay.
Because I just do. I just really like Dean Henderson, and I just think, look, you look at him right now. He really wants out of United squad. There's all these rumors that he's been leaking stuff out to the press about people not happy with Ralph and all this kind of stuff. So Dean really wants to go. I know Ralph said he wants to keep him but to have a second goalkeeper, he just wants. He's like, I think you're a good goalkeeper. I want to get it for purely selfish reasons.
Yeah.
So, but
seen that before.
His contract is also up in the summer.
Who? Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was Sam Johnson's that was up. So Dean Henderson had a long contract.
I think they're both, mate.
Are they? Okay. I mean, I think in regards to our goalkeepers that we have at the moment, I almost want to, have a chat with Fraser and say, mate, when you signed that contract with what's his face? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Les Reed.
Yeah.
And Les gave you that fat contract. It was like 125 grand a week on a 5-year deal. That was madness. And I just want to say to Fraser is that, look, you're not going to get this anywhere else.
No.
Like, just take a 80 grand a week deal for 2 years.
Yeah. As a thank you for that, for making you rich beyond your wildest dreams.
Yeah. Because let's face it, for 3 of those years, he's pretty much been on the bench, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
well, yes, it was outside of that contract. Yeah, well, he was at Celtic for most of it.
It's true. He was out on loan. Yeah,
out on Celtic for most of it. Yeah, I just think I love Fraser, and even when I see him in goal now, I just think he's so strong, and I think he's good. He's a memory of a better time.
Yeah,
and I just like to see him stay as long as possible, really. And of the copies here, like for me, like as we all know, McCarthy, I just think is done. He's done and dusted out here. I'd be very surprised if another Premier League team takes him on. Very surprised.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Willie, it's been great having Willie Cavallero at the club, but obviously I don't see him going on too much further than this. And then Harry Lewis is the one I'm surprised that we have not seen a contract renewal of yet. But then again, I can't believe we saw another keeper come in before starting him. So I don't know what that says for Harry. However, I hear really good things about our reserve keeper as well. So I can imagine he'll be getting the bump up soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's almost as if when Caballero got signed, it was like there's no way you're starting a game for Southampton. That was almost
that was kind of unfortunately for Harry Lewis. Obviously, I don't know too much about him because I've never seen him play. So
we've seen him warm up.
I've seen him warm up, and
really good at warming up.
And I've seen him see family members in the crowd. So I've seen him have interactions with the crowd. He seems like a really nice guy. He seems really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
But when they brought in Willie over instead of playing him for a game against Crystal Palace, I was just like, maybe how good are your abilities? So feel bad for him, but some people walk this earth to be a third choice goalkeeper.
Yeah. Oh, Shane Long's in. I'm starting on Saturday.
Cheers, Shane, brother. If you score, you know where I'll be.
Can you imagine if this actually is Shane Long?
I mean, it'd be a weird way to confirm some lineups.
Ask him a question about a guitar chord. I don't know any questions.
What comes after B?
Yeah. How many fingers do you need to play a G-sus? 9.
He bought a guitar lead from my shop once.
Did
he? Yeah.
Well, either way, Shane, if you score, quite simply, we're on the pitch.
And do you know how, Mike's going to be going the shortcut way, so someone catch him.
Yeah, just stick a trampoline in the section below.
I don't think that will help anything because that would just bounce you into the next row of people who are going to get hurt.
Probably would.
We need a net. We need a net, so when you realise your poor decision, you can safely get down and carry on doing what you're doing.
Exactly. I mean, the stewards might go, "Look, Mike, we told you about the tripod, yeah? What makes you think that is coming in here?" It's like, I try. We do what we can.
I'm going to get you bungee cord. You know what the guitar player in the Mad Max movie, which is jumping out at. That's what we want for you.
See, well, someone knows our alphabet. Fantastic.
Nice one. Nice one.
There we go. It's
What
definitely
comes
shame on.
before B, bro? What comes before B? You never get this one. You won't get this one.
You reckon?
No, you won't get this one.
I think guitar, which comes before B.
Don't give him the answer, Mike. Don't give him the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give him that satisfaction. But no, but apart from for transfer rumours, that's all I know, really. That's all I know. Bale's gone a bit quiet, despite our excitement.
Yeah, I think that's probably... Yeah. We'll see. I still think commercially it could make a lot of sense for both parties, because he was talking about him going to the Championship just to get some game
Swansea,
time.
going to Swansea or Cardiff,
and which I kind of, it's so there we go. Other ones I've seen, I think I've seen just about every single club linked with James Ward-Prowse, and about every single pundit saying, "Oh, he'd fit in fantastically well there." And
one club player, guys. You're seeing a one club player. That's what you're all seeing.
Do you know what? I could actually see Prowse becoming that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You're all witnessing it.
If he comes out of this as a one, like everyone said to Mr. Danny Ings, like, oh, if you stay on here, you could be a club legend. No, it was never going to happen. No. Like, even if he stayed for another 2 years, and okay, maybe if we'd won an FA Cup, or if we'd done something. If we'd done something. So I think there's always a, but I think for the short amount of time, you join a club when you're 28 years old, it's not really you're not gonna be a club legend with that. I don't know. I might have been wrong, but with someone like a James Ward-Prowse, you could see a situation where, if he beats the, Adrian's got a spot on there. Crooks is talk. That is exactly the thing I read. If he breaks Beckham's record, that's absolute legacy. He breaks Beckham's record at one club.
Yeah.
In the Premier League.
It's just
the best league in the world. He didn't go to any other leagues where, he could make things easy for himself, because he could go to the US and score loads of things like that. But no, to do it in the Premier League with one club. Whew.
I think that with the way things are going, and the fact that it is all built around him, he is the poster boy of everything we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the new owners will say that as well. I think he knows what his position is at the club.
Yep.
And he knows, and he is, and he can, and also with his position and what's out there, he wouldn't fit in with Man United. Man United don't need a centre midfielder; they need a centre defensive midfielder. I'd be more worried about Ori going to United. To be fair,
yeah, no one is going to build a squad around James Ward-Prowse other than us.
No,
and he must know that.
And it's that thing of like, it's not just the one club; it's the one club from start to finish. He was an academy somewhere and he went somewhere else. He's been here the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
He is our boy.
Yeah,
he's our boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, like, how old? He's also 27 as well. So for me, if someone's going to buy him, it's in the next 2 seasons, and I definitely don't see him going this summer.
No.
And I think and then at that point he's pushing on to 28. 27, 28.
Yeah. I mean, we all know why this deal was signed. Like, footballers sign contracts to basically price protect the club in regards to if someone comes in, they got to spend big. And you know what? If someone came in for Prowse and paid 85 million and Prowse wanted to go, I don't think anyone would begrudge that. But it's, we'll yet to see it happen. I think with the likes of Liverpool, they've got to worry about, getting Mo Salah to sign on a dotted line, and pay him 500,000 a week, which would make him by far the highest earner at Liverpool. And I just don't. Liverpool aren't the sort of club that are throwing tons of money around, so kind of tricky for them to do it, which seems mad, because then you think, well, how on earth did Man City get away with FIFA Fair Play if Liverpool, with all their commercial standings, tricky stuff.
Yes.
Just not Liverhampton. Yeah, I think anywhere he went, it would probably still hurt. But yeah, I see your point.
Yeah,
I see your point indeed. Fantastic. Any other transfer rumours, Friday?
Nah, I think that's all the things I've got going. I think that's all the things I've got going for me.
Fantastic. All good stuff. Well, thank you so much to everyone who's joined us here on the stream. I'm going to put up Isaac's comment because we mutually feel that it's always great to get Saints fans together, have a chat about things, and Isaac, absolutely appreciate this. These sort of things help pay for all the lights and all the subscriptions that we have to put towards, so it is greatly appreciated, and thank you so much to everyone for their support for the channel. It really does make a difference. So if you're traveling up to St Mary's or down, whichever direction you're going, I hope you get there safe. We will, of course, be there. There will be a matchday vlog. But as always, thanks again. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on Saturday. All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.